What do your kids pay for in life? Do they have any skin in the game? Obviously, as a dad, you are providing, protecting, leading. At what point do you have them start paying for things? I don't mean rent or mortgage. Even though if they're older, that makes sense. If they're done with school and they want to stay home for a little bit, that's cool. And maybe you just use that money and put it into an investment account and give it to them later and don't tell them about it. But during their younger years and when they become teenagers, what are they paying for? What do they have skin in the game with? Because if they're paying for their entertainment, if they're paying for maybe some extra nutrition for performance, whatever it is, if they got skin in the game, they treat it a little bit differently, don't they? Just like we do. I encourage you to have those parameters, have those guidelines where, hey, they might be paying for their cell phone now. They might be paying for, if they have a car, they're paying for maybe the insurance or at least the gas. The earlier you get your children to realize how costs work and how money it needs to be not only saved but invested, and how living expenses work, start that transition earlier on in life. Because if you pay for every single thing your kids do up through teenagers, when maybe they're going on dates, maybe they got entertainment, maybe they're just hanging out, once the quote unquote real world happens and they're out on their own, or they're working, they got their business, whatever it is, they're not going to have that muscle, or the muscle's not going to be big enough to where it'll be absorbed easier when they're kind of doing their own thing. So just some feedback, just some guidance. I think it's important to transition kids into that role of, all right, I'm going to pay for these things. I'm going to save for this if I want to buy something a little bit bigger for my significant other, or for my daily expenses, I'm going to contribute to this. Because it helps them to build the muscle of saving and investing anyway. And it also teaches them to not be as wasteful as maybe they could be if they had an unlimited budget, unlimited expenses. Oh, mom and dad will pay for it. So teach that muscle. It's good to have your kids have skin in the game.